in any sporting event, there's human error, and there's the ability for human error. And in that situation, there was we received a letter from the league apologizing for the misjudgment in the call. And you feel bad for your guys. I thought, kind of at the back half of the game, we came alive like we haven't really yet so far, and it was just line after line after line after line, and I felt really confident that we were gonna score. Whether it was the end of the game or it was overtime, and just it was a tough call, and then we're trying to win the game still, and guys are trying to make plays, and their player made a great play, scored in breakaway. It was just one of those games where you have three breakaways. I think you hit two or three pipes. There was a lot in a normal type of game. We probably finish two of those at minimum. So the game's in a different spot, and that goal doesn't have the impact it does on the outcome. But I do feel like it was a step in the right direction for our group, and I almost feel like it refocused us to a point that that is necessary for us to be successful. I think part of it's opportunity. He's on the top power play, and he's playing with Joe Nardi, and there's obviously lots of opportunity there that maybe he didn't get as much last year playing on the third line. I think that's part of it. I expected him to have a great year. I expected Phil to have a great year, Rockwood to have a great year, Loggins to have a great year, and Darian's and Ate. Darian's probably started for sure started quicker than those other guys, but that's just kind of what you expected out of them because they're good players and they've worked hard. How do you prepare for 5-1-1, 5 goals a game, 1.7 goals against, 32% power play? I think it even goes back to all those things are real, but I think this game is about two very good programs, and a little bit of a contrasting style, and we need to make sure that our energy and effort and physicality is high, but we also need to do what we do, and I think as a team, they might be a little more volume shooting than we are. They get guys to the net. There's great physicality out of them, so we need to be prepared for that. But we also need to be us. We need to possess the puck and make plays and play on our toes. And when you get a chance to shoot it, you got to shoot it because there's not a lot of room, especially in their rink. They're very good at home, so anytime you get the puck in the scoring area, it's just on your stick, off your stick, and hopefully you can get kind of going to start the game because it's gonna be hard if you're chasing the game against them. They're just playing at a really high level right now. There's a few things that are different, but for the most part, it's like any team. Like coaches coach a certain way. You don't really change so much your opinion on how the games should be played, and they haven't changed a lot there, but they're guys that are having great starts, and it's kind of contagious when you start going the right way, and it can kind of just build and snowball, and they've had a great start to the year. I think anybody's going to beat anybody 8-2, but it shows you how well they're playing, and they whether it's Western or Ohio State, and they backed it up again the next night at home. Played them to a tie, and had probably more scoring chances than Ohio State did the next night. And they're getting their recognition now. They're a top 10 team in the country, as they should be. So, they're firing on all cylinders, and like I said, we have to be ready to play because you can't chase the game against them.